Imagine what would happen if Spider-Man suddenly lost all of his powers. Peter Parker was swinging between tall buildings with the help of his webs. Everything was completely normal, but then, all of a sudden, his web shooters stopped working. The very next moment, Peter was left hanging in midair before he started falling straight toward the ground. He somehow tried to regain control and attempted to climb the wall, but after only a few steps, his feet slipped. Peter crashed hard onto the ground. That's when he realized the problem wasn't just with his web shooters. His spider powers were slowly disappearing too. Even his vision had gone back to the way it was before. The Peter Parker the world knew as Spider-Man had once again become an ordinary Peter Parker. Eventually, Peter decided to give up being Spider-Man. He pulled out his old glasses, put his suit aside, and returned to his normal life. Now, whenever the police chased after a criminal, Peter would simply stand at a distance, eating a burger. At first, he thought maybe this was the right decision. Without the responsibility of being Spider-Man, he had more time to focus on his studies. Slowly, he started feeling that his life had become much more peaceful without being a superhero. But on the other hand, things in the city began getting worse. As soon as Spider-Man disappeared, crime kept increasing, and the city's crime rate rose to around 75%. Now, one question kept running through Peter's mind. Had giving up Spider-Man really been the right decision? Then, right before his eyes, a building caught fire. Instinctively, Peter reached toward the collar of his shirt as if he was about to become Spider-Man and rush in for a rescue. But the very next second, he remembered that he no longer had any powers. Even so, Peter didn't back down. He went straight inside the burning building and found a girl trapped inside. Peter used all his strength to get her out safely, but as soon as he came outside, he overheard the firefighters saying that several people were still trapped in another room. Peter was devastated. He felt that if he still had Spider-Man's powers, maybe he could have saved those people too. When Peter returned home, he saw little Joey helping Aunt May with the cleaning. Joey told Peter that he also wanted to help as many people as Spider-Man did. Those words stayed with Peter. He finally understood that Spider-Man was no longer just the name of one man. Spider-Man had become a symbol of hope for people. That realization brought Peter's confidence back. He decided that whether he had powers or not, he would try to become Spider-Man again. Peter reached the rooftop, started running at full speed, and jumped toward the building across from him. But he fell straight down. His powers still hadn't returned. Then, sometime later, something strange happened. Peter put on his perfectly clear glasses, but suddenly everything looked blurry. He immediately took them off and realized the moment he had been waiting for had finally arrived. His spider powers were back. Without wasting any time, Peter went to the newspaper office and got his Spider-Man suit back. Once again, he was swinging through the city using his webs. But then, his spider sense suddenly warned him of danger. Up ahead, a runaway train was speeding toward the tracks, and the railway line ended directly at a cliff. Peter immediately jumped in front of the train. Using all the strength in his legs, he tried to stop it.